Hello guys, so welcome to today's show. My name is CHUKS and you're on GFL TV, the home of football. So if today is the first time you see our program, for able to bring you the latest Arsenal news updates as they drop all over the world. So for now, and we'll start with today's morning show. So just Arsenal, they asked a very important question this morning. And I said, make I also share the same question with everybody because we don't talk about this thing before in the past. But I said, we'll take a second look. What do you want to think? Now that they ask, say, should Arsenal transition Zinchenko into the midfield? In fact, then they talk, say, will I make Arsenal continue Zinchenko as them play Zinchenko for our Champions League match against PSV in the second leg? With them plan for midfield. Say, with a midfield shake-up looming, should Arsenal stick with Zinchenko? Now, when you look at Zinchenko as a person, Zinchenko primarily now midfielder MB. Now they can't convert him for Manchester City to play left back. People they transition enter midfield because when it comes to transitioning into the midfield, they help if the player understands what it takes to play in the middle of the pack. So now one of the things really helps Zinchenko when you walk out from him. Look at how Saliba can easily just transit into the midfield. Again, they do that inverted role because primarily he was a midfielder before Arteta can convert him to a left back. Now coming back to the $1 million question, should Zinchenko be put in the midfield? Personally, I subscribe to that line of thought in the sense that moving forward, since Jacob Kivior is likely to leave, since Kylian Sen is likely to leave, then and we have Skelly and Ricardo Calafiori left back. No said okay, then they play left back. Then we have Julian Timber and Ben White playing the right back, and we know Timber can also play that left back. What do we now do with Zinchenko? Should we sell him or make him be Odegaard deputy? Now the way we can look at him now, make him be Odegaard deputy in case of some kind of games where we say we won't make Odegaard rest. He puts Zinchenko for midfield. Unless maybe Fabio Vieira will send go Porto, we still get plan not to sell him, but to still play him and put him as the deputy of Odegaard. That is the only way I will say, okay, let's let Zinchenko go. But if that is not the case, then Zinchenko should, or maybe we still get plan to buy the deputy for Odegaard. Because if they want to the first they groom him to become Odegaard's replacement or cover if you like. But now we don't say in they better playing on the wings and becoming Bukayo Saka's cover. So now the way me and the see, I'm saying moving forward, let Zinchenko stay. You get then let him be Odegaard's deputy because he has a very good eye for pass. Okay, look at the match he play the weekend. Then look at the game he played against Belgium. Look at his stats: 100% successful delivery, 3 chances better, 1 big chance better, 1 assist, 2 or 3 accurate long balls. These are some of the things he did against Belgium. So for me, I don't know what to think. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. What do you think about this? Maybe they sell them. I maybe let's see keep up. Yeah. Let me know your thoughts. Now, if we look at another statistics we can see, say big chances created in the EPL. Say the first person on the list this season is Mohamed Salah. Mohamed Salah has created 21 big chances. When they talk about big chances, they mean chances we're supposed to lead to goal. That's why it's called big chances. It's not just any chance. Now, after number 1, Mohamed Salah, then number 2, Cole Palmer, then number 3, Bukayo Saka. But for me, Saka is number 1 for my eye because when was the last time Saka played? Yet, Saka they tied up with Cole Palmer in 1990 big chances created. Because for me, Saka is my number 1. Look at how hot Salah they up or not the hot. You Salah doing just 21 big chances he don't create. Then Saka don't do mixing since like week 17. We go to with now. So compare and contrast. How many games Saka don't miss? Really miss Bukayo Saka. Well, that one by the way. Now, away from that, we can't look the games that they played yesterday. The UEFA Nations League in Europe, where France beat Croatia 3-0, Germany beat Italy. For penalty, Germany they beat them. Then Portugal also, they come out Denmark, Spain come out Netherlands. So when you look at it, you will see the likes of what they call Saliba. Saliba did very well in this match. They praise him very well. Now, on how the semi-final can be now. So Germany will play Portugal, while Spain will play France. That's Spain-France. Imagine they say I would like to watch because I don't want to watch all those Barcola, Michael Olise, Dembele, when they play against the likes of Nico Williams, I mean Yamal, like it's going to be a spectacle to behold. And this Portugal, Cristiano Ronaldo, even though they don't hold, the guys still score goals, even though they miss a penalty for that last match. So I want to see how all these things go unfold at the end of the day. Now, because they here see Arsenal is set to announce a very, very huge transfer next week. That transfer that they're talking about, I think is this week, or maybe next week. That transfer I'm talking about, and Berta. We don't expect them to announce that transfer from Atletico Madrid to Arsenal to become our director of football. We've been expecting this thing for a very, very long time, but they're not really announcing. Even though our transfer gurus, David Einstein, Zinchenko, Charles Watts, Miss Weasley, Fabrizio Romano, everybody don't talk the same to say this guy has agreed everything he needs to agree, all documents signed, sealed, delivered. We just need an official announcement, even though we've gotten the unofficial announcement from these our respected journalists and media personalities, if you like to call them that. So we'll just see how all this is going to unfold at the end of the day. Away from that, also Thomas Tuchel, who is the England manager. He don't come as second, one Premier League managers. They give them big, like heavy warning. He can even use Declan Rice as example, because they say Premier League managers, they tell us, make you use their players too much. Like based on saying they get the game against Albania and the game against Latvia. Like today now, England will play Latvia. So Premier League managers want him to rest their players, because don't they enter the part of the season they say when people take a Champions League quarter final, you get people they fight for title, people they fight relegation battles, some people they fight for Champions League sports, Europa League sports. So the country doesn't even respect. It can't say, see, in as much as they talk to make a rest on the players. For example, look at Arsenal. Arsenal go away to PSV, knock them waiting no good, like 7-something. Then they return fixture for the Emirates Stadium where they're supposed to rest players. Them no rest players. They played Declan Rice. Now you are asking to rest players when England need to play their own important games. I will not do that. If you no rest your own player, how do you expect me to come and rest? The para plenty because the Tuchel has cited Arsenal's use of Declan Rice in the Champions League dead rubber as an example of how Premier League clubs are guilty of looking after their own interests. Yeah. So the thing where they say make I not do now you do. Say I will not do that. Yeah. Even the son, in fact, the son can put a better perspective. Say Thomas Tuchel takes swipe at Arsenal boss Arteta as he risks club versus country role by vowing not to rest England stars. Now, if you read this particular report put out by the Sun, they can compare and contrast when Tuchel was Chelsea manager and how in the liars with then Gareth Southgate, who was his predecessor, on how instead they advise Gareth Southgate, say use my players carefully, we get in some more achieve, but now we be saying now you can't dey at the helm of affairs. You can't dey fight against the same interest where they defend in the like ab initio. So it don't make sense again. But Tuchel don't talk and say, I got to understand, say, I'm be England manager now. So myself, I get my own interests. I don't be club manager. You get so make everybody respect themselves. So that is the way things are now. Even Declan Rice, when they talk about how Thomas Tuchel, the coach and the coach the England team, said the guy a really, really good man. He talks to them very, very well. Is that as a player, that's such a special thing to feel loved by the manager. It gives you the confidence to go out there and really perform. He's done that with a lot of players this week. The way training has been, it's been really high level. The energy has been really high, and that comes from him because of how he is as a character. His charisma, it does not end there. Declan Rice also emphasized Tuchel's focus on long-term plan of winning the World Cup. We have one goal: get to the World Cup and then get the second star on the shirt. I think that's been massive on that. We are all on the same page and we are together in that. That one step they get. Now, the commentator say Arsenal will get unlikely title boosts after Premier League reject Liverpool request. Now, based on the match Liverpool gets to play against Everton, so Liverpool and Everton can come together. Don't tell the FA, so they won't make them postpone that game or move it a bit backward. Say because the team will affect, they don't give them enough time to rest. Say the Premier League has turned down a request to move the upcoming Merseyside derby that has been claimed. Liverpool and Everton had both looked to find a new date for the match, which is due to take place on April 2nd. Everton will travel to Anfield on April 2nd, followed by a lunchtime game at home to Arsenal less than 72 hours later, which is not ideal for anybody because the body needs to rest. But the FA said no, we are not granting that request. You have to play that game. Yes, well, it is what it is. So I don't know how they can take, like, carry the team, put them saying a Premier League boost. I take the boost. How many points between we and Liverpool? I know I say boost. I don't really know. You get now, but the match where England will play against Latvia. So the next one tell us about one player with a very, very tall, taller than everybody will do on the pitch. They say that guy been come for West Ham when he did West Ham. You get say that guy they call him Rihad Matrevics. That guy, according to Declan Rice, they say the guy is 7'5". So them for West Ham that year they call him King Kong. See the guy is very, very tall. Declan Rice reveals hilarious story about Latvian King Kong as England stars look forward to emotional reunion with former team. They say almost say no go be easy to play against this guy. Anything cross and all, the guy go catch him because number one, he tall, you can't get long hand. So if he jump up, he will jump past everybody. That one a confirmation he gets. So I don't know how England will do it today. But the watch, we'll see the battle between him with the likes of Harry Kane and when they're going to do their own cross and nod. Yes. Now, away from that, let's bring you a message from one of our sponsors, Mobile World Associates and Co. Limited, into construction services, dredging, canalization, real estate, and shop protection works. They're also into mechanical and fabrication services and procurement services nationwide. So if you want to reach out to them, you can call them on +234 80 6464 2234, and they're located at number 7 Kennywood Road, Oreazi, opposite St. Stephen's Anglican Church, Port Harcourt. So if you're interested in any of the services, do reach out to them. Now, away from that, so that match where France play against Croatia, the French media are going to sing the praises of William Saliba. In fact, they gave him 7.5 ratings over 10. And if you ask me, that is A, because 70 over 100 is A. So for me, Saliba did very, very well. They say Saliba, he kept when the players of Croatia, one of their Bull Rock, I bet you that guy name, make I read the report. They say, they gave Saliba 7 over 10. I got reported him at 7.5. They say he's much more cautious in his choice of passes. The Gunners' rock started by blocking the shots that was going well and then showed his physicality. Because so at the end of the day, they said Saliba is confident in his interventions. He won 60% of his duels. He's constantly getting the better of Ante Budimir. Yes, that's the striker of the Croatia team. So at the end of the day, France qualified into the semi-finals, and you see how they are all celebrating. So that's that about that. Now the biggest news of the day is the fact that just Arsenal is asking a pertinent question: should Arsenal transition Zinchenko to midfield? My answer is yes. What is your answer? I don't really know. So my dear Arsenal lovers, I think it's a fine place for us to call the show an end. So till I come your way later in the evening to give you the evening news. So then thanks for tuning in. Enjoy the rest of your day. Like your mouse. All right, guys. Ciao.